Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason here, Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you here live and in charge. We're back at it again with the Ivrl Hmg Ford Series. Excited to have everybody. There's Gym City Racing Network. How you doing out there, my friend? Good to see all of the folks doing what they do best, and I am excited. We're going to move this camera up here because I got a special treatment for everybody. A little Grand Marshal action. John is going to send it off for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2022 HMG Innovations IVRL Truck Series. On behalf of Jack Dowel Motorsports, Simulators and Esports, we would like to welcome you to the start of this amazing season. After the race is over, don't forget to check out our YouTube channel to check out all the amazing work that we are doing with these simulators. And don't forget to subscribe. But for now, for the most famous words in motorsports.
Driver, start your engines!
How awesome is that? That is John Buwalda over there. Really killing it. Gonna turn it up. And they're gonna crank it up on the racetrack as well. Good old-fashioned Grand Marshal action for you. All the drivers ready to roll. Yeah, get it. HMG Innovations right here. Make sure you go to facebook.com/HMG Innovations. And we're gonna have a whole ton of fun. It is exciting. It is a great day, and I do want to make sure that we have all of the right audio here because the desktop audio doesn't seem to be that loud. Man, oh man. We'll check the properties of that as they start to load up. Oh, there it is. That's what's going on. Boom. That's exactly why. All right. They're rolling. They're getting off that racetrack. Let's go. Trevor Zalesny. How you doing, Trevor? Good to see everybody. Starting grid for you in the middle of your screen coming up, I do believe. We're going to make sure that that happens. Qualifiers. Harvey, good luck to you out there, buddy. Appreciate you. How you doing? All right. Show the starting grid. Qualify. Come on now. Where's everybody? What is going on with the overlays? All right, well, apparently that's just not going to work. How about we show the timing tower? How about we show SDK? How about we love everybody? There he is. Connolly's going to be your pole sitter. Brandon Zimmerman's going to be the outside pole sitter. Cody Mckinney, Brian Tiffany going to be there, row number 2. Joey McKinney back in the mix. He's going to have Michael Payne to the outside. Does look like TJ Hanley is going to be 7th with Jamie Haynes to the outside. There they are. Good, fun. Trevor Zalesny is going to be there with Andy Monday out there in row number 5. Shane Tierney and Michael Campbell ready to roll. That is going to be your 6th row. 7th row, it's going to be James Mandarud. Good to see James out there. James Jett back out there as well. Jetty's going to have fun in the 43. There's Dustin Slover, Tommy Schaefer, Nick Goebel, Charlie Mosley Jr. in the number 89, Daniel Ferry, Brian Ferry, Ryan Henshaw out there. Ready to roll. I tell you what, I'm excited. We're going to go green flag racing here for the IVRL 2020 series, or 2022 series, and I am thrilled to have everybody out there. Man, oh man, I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. There they go. Green flag right here live. Signature Esports and Super Speedway Racing has been the platform for everybody, and here we are. Rolling through the gears they go. 99-20 is going to make it work. Vicky out there says, let's go McKinney boys. Brandon Ward, go Trevor Zalesny Racing. How many trucks tonight? Somewhere around the 20 mark. That is a lot of drivers still coming back from Daytona, and I'm excited to see. Folks, I got the voice fixed over the day. And I'm super excited to have everybody back from the IVRL series. I've missed you over the downtime. 20 to the outside, 99 running side by side. Nobody has pressed themselves bumper to nose, nose to bumper just yet. Try to make sure they fill things out. Connolly in the 99 rolling. Straight driving number 1 of McKinney. There's Cody Mckinney. We've watched Cody McKinney blossom over the course of the last year being involved with the IVRL. The Hmg Ford Truck Series was last season. Now we've got the HMG Innovations, facebook.com/HMG Innovations. Look for that. Get your paint done by them. They do some really cool stuff. I really like it. Proud to have them back. Proud to have all the folks back. And, of course, went ahead and threw the logo for John up there. He built some amazing sim rigs. You're going to see it come across your screen right there. Jack Dowel Motorsports. He's got a YouTube channel out there. I did post a link in the description on Facebook and YouTube, so make sure you get out there and you go give him a follow for me. Root him on, cheer him on. He's got some really cool stuff that he's doing. We're going to talk to him here in a little bit if we get a caution or when we get a little bit of downtime. He's actually racing right now in another league, so we're going to actually pull him from that other league and force him to do some double duty action here. Cody Mckinney, fifth in line on the inside. Third in line on the inside, fifth in the relative, but the outside line starting to roll. Jamie Haynes starting to figure a few things out. Woo, man, a little bit squirrely up high. 53 rolling. Needs a little bit of help. We watched yesterday how the high line was absolutely phenomenal for a lot of these drivers, and they're going to be able to figure that out. Fuel mileage here is going to be about the same. I do ever have some really cool stuff. We're going to throw that on there. Here is on your screen 2022 Ivrl Truck Series. 80 laps today, 200 miles, a couple attempts at a green-white checkered there. 16 regular season races for the drivers. It is a win in your end situation. 7 playoff races for the drivers. One, I don't know why that didn't change. That one right there, kind of off. It's a little off place. It should update back up 20 seconds on there. 2 green, white checkered attempts to do belay, fixed setups, 4 sets of tires, and the maximum incident points, I believe, is the standard for iRacing, which is usually about 30. We are right here. Daytona International Speedway. It is 100 laps. I don't know why that didn't change like it was supposed to, so I do apologize about that. It was supposed to be updated, and apparently it didn't update, so, that's all my bad. It is the way it is. Hey, first race of the Ivrl season, trying to make sure we get things going. Scoring is in the way. It happens. It happens. Let me move that back. Over there, scoring. There it is. Let's fix that. Let's try that again. Race info should be 80 laps. There it is. Boom. There it is on your screen. HMG Innovation Truck Series. That's where we're at. Daytona International Speedway. We watched a lot of NASCAR this week. Let's go back to the race settings here. It's going to be on your screen here. 80 laps for 200 miles, 16 regular season races. We're talking about that win, and you're in the series. Good to see all the folks. Fast repairs, not really a big factor here. Playoff races, going to have 7 of them, including the championship race. 4 sets of tires for today's strategy. It's going to be a ton of fun. Thank you to everybody out there tuning in. Make sure you give a like and follow on all the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. We are live on all 3. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate you. Yeah, I just had some things moved around. That's all it was. It's all good in the hood. All right, let's click back over to some cool stuff. Jamie Haynes followed back right there. Fastest lap of the race. Ran by the number 43. He is that Pit Viper Chevy Silverado on lock. 48.36 on his lap time. We saw 47.9s yesterday, and hopefully we'll be able to see it again. Cody Mckinney out front on the high side has the 18 with him. Joey McKinney trying to run together here. Joey's improved too. I remember Joey just got started whenever we were watching him before. So the 2 above 2,000 I-rated drivers, they're ready to rock and roll. Brandon Zimmerman of the number 20 truck. Ooh, a little bit squirrely on the bottom line. Somebody lifted, maybe a little checkup that kind of rolled. In 5th place off 3 from the start of the race. Number 20 still rolling. Inside the top 5, 4 of them are Chevys. Brian Tiffany trying to make that number 7 the fastest on the racetrack. Trevor's just going to ride a long race. I understand. Here he is, back here, Zalesny, kicking it into gear. Thank you to everybody involved with all the folks here with the Ivrl series. I do appreciate you because it allows them to kind of chill and relax and have a good old-fashioned slugfest of a time. I'm calling iRacing the slugfest of slugfests, the racing platform of all racing platforms, and Daytona has been a slugfest basically everywhere. Everything that I've seen, and I tell you what, they had a heck of a job to do back in back during the NASCAR race. I watched the Daytona 500. It was a lot of fun. Charlie Mosley Jr., there he is, the number 89, up 2 spots from the start of the race. He's still got the draft of the trucks in front of him. He's got the 99 with him. The 99 of Joe Connolly was out front. He is your pole sitter. I do believe he went ahead and said, I'm going to go to the back for a minute. There's the ECR on the back bumper. 7 of Brian Tiffany leading here. 17 of Michael Payne. Yelling it out there, having a good old lovely time. Inside, outside moves. 4 trucks on the high line. James going to pit lane. What happened to James? It says James was in pit lane and out of pit lane. Take a look back here. I don't know. Maybe he's doing it. Great to see. It's always good. Jay, what's going on, man? I am having a ton of fun. I'm so glad to see everybody back. It's great to see you as well. Of course, and always, I appreciate each and every one of you. John Bawalda, he's out there driving. He's looking pretty darn fantastic in a sim rig. I can't wait to show you that. Actually, I can't show you that because our folks are. We'll show you what he's doing. We'll talk to him here in just a little bit, but we'll show you what he's doing. Here it is. Look at that sim rig, Jack Dowel Motorsports. The right-hand side, our screen. And look at look at that rig. He's got a full-on sim rig right there. Monitors wrapped around, steering wheel, dash, everything works there. So it's a ton of fun to see. It's always great to see folks using ingenuity. We'll let him race. He said, I see the love out there, man. Appreciate you very much. He is having a good old fashioned time. He is driving out there, so I kind of want to give him a little bit before we do anything here. And we'll come back to him here just a little bit. I appreciate him stepping aboard. Oh, they're wrecking back there. Hold on. They're going around. We're going to have that opportunity faster than you thought. Ryan Henshaw involved. Let's take a look and see what happened here. 21 right there. 99 and the 89. Ooh, man. Ooh, back it up. Oh, we're going to have to back that thing up. Let's go and see exactly what happened here. There's the 99 and the 89. Oh, they're wrecking in front of him. So it was a 0-4. Trevor Zalesny was right there. Let's back that up. Oh. I think the 31, I don't know if he got loose. It's TJ Hanley right there. Let's see what happened here. Hanley came down. Oh, he came up. Got into the 0-4. Got into James in the 43 as well. 19 goes around. 19 does a great job of avoiding that. And the 90 tries to avoid. Man, oh, man. First caution of the race. All of my cautions, of course, and always, are brought to you by... Thank you to Nerds doing nerd things. Absolutely love those guys over there. Fantastic day for them. So Brian Tiffany's going to be your race leader here. And now that we have that opportunity, I am going to actually jump in here. Scratching your head, I'm scratching my head. Let's do this. We're going to give him a little bit of a heads up, let him know that he is going to be live here. What a fantastic race we're having over here. Tell me about your race. You look like you're comfortable in your sim rig right there. This is John Bawalda here, the third. That's what it says right here in Discord. Part of the fantastic. Are you live right now as well?
No, I'm not live on YouTube or anything. I'm live on the Discord. That's how you're able to see me. But that's I'm just doing some practice laps here at Daytona as well for the start of our season. And the guys at the IVRL reached out to ask if I'd be interested in being a Grand Marshal. And I remember that my 6-year-old's got a pretty good command. So she wanted to get on board with it as well. And you guys, really made her happy by being able to, for her to be able to see herself on TV today. So I want to thank you for that.
Dude, she's got a set of pipes on her that was amazing to see. Crazy. As far as it's all about one, being inclusive, two, making sure that everybody knows that everybody's welcome in the iRacing world, the esports, and the gaming community. But Jack, talk to me about Jack Dowel Motorsports and what you do with these sim rigs, because I'm seeing the number 48 on the side of that bad boy. It's looking pretty amazing.
I appreciate it. So, all right. So, I'm a medically retired Army veteran. I got in, and then leading up to my retirement in the Army, they told me I was going to need a hobby. Well, my whole life I've always had, drag race cars, Camaros, this and that, whatever. And it's kind of hard to have a race car, convince a wife that you need a race car after being medically retired from the military and with a mortgage and 2 kids. So sim racing just was the safer option. Found iRacing after looking around a bit. Then the medical retirement finally came along, and then I stumbled across Facebook and all the other different iRacing forum pages and everything. Found a guy who was selling one of these things, and I contacted him thinking that it was just an opportunity that I could not pass up. Contacted the guy. He said, and I bought it from him the moment he was like, yeah, I still got it. So I was like, send me your contact information. Let me get that from you. And he was like, well, I got 2 more. Do you know anybody else that would be interested in? I was like, oh my goodness. So I had to I bought all 3 of them. Went across country to buy them, or to bring them back home. A 26-foot box truck with a full long trailer. I teamed up with a young kid from the UK who is a smoking hot driver, and his aspirations to make it in the professional NASCAR Cup Series one day. And with the contacts and everything that we're making with JDM and him doing on his own with his own, he's a 2-time champion in the race series that he's working in now. I think we got a recipe for success and a bit of chaos unfolding up ahead of us here. Here and right next to me as well. But yeah, so you've got an Army veteran and a 2-time champion teamed up to make a esports team, and it's been a lot of fun.
It's always a ton of fun. It looks comfortable. It looks like how many hours do you got into that thing? We're going to go back to Green Flag Racing right here, but I wanted to ask you how many hours you got into building that thing. Trevor, there's your truck. You look all right on the right side, buddy.
Well, these things were licensed by the state as amusement park rides. So I've got quite a few hours of building these things, because you also want to build it to have the integrity that it had, back in its heyday as an amusement ride. Luckily, I was a helicopter mechanic in the Army for 10 years, so I felt that whatever it was that was going to get thrown with anything I was going to need to do to this car, that I had the knowledge to be able to get it, keep it structurally sound.
Well, it looks phenomenal, and I'm going to let you get back to you're dishing it out there. These guys are back live over here, and I'll try to talk to you one more time before we end our day here.
Sounds good. And subscribe to Jack Dowel Motorsports on YouTube channel, please, everyone. Thank you.
Absolutely. Link in the description, folks. Jack Dowel Motorsports. That's the man himself. That's what he's driving in a different race. So we're doing everything that we can to make sure that we get everybody hooked up and ready to rock and roll. Thank you to Jack and everybody out there for being so cooperative of being in the broadcast booth. A lot of drivers dropping back right now, and I tell you what, killer time for them all. Let's go back to the main screen. Get rid of that caution. We don't need the caution guy going up. Trevor, hopefully you're having a great day. Michael Payne out front, 17 leading here. 18 is going to be rolling. Second caution happens. We're going to take a look and see what happened here. 15 of 80. And man, oh man, oh man. Tell you what, everybody was getting freaky deaky out there. Let's see what happened. Somebody get loose? Or was that a stage? Are we doing stage racing that I don't know of? Ooh. All right, that's the way it goes. TJ having an issue? I don't know that TJ was having an issue. Must be stages. Folks, I don't have the race information on that, so I do apologize. There's the man. Oh, he went ahead and took care of himself. What a great dude. Jack Dowel Motorsports. Thank you to him out there for being a part of what we do over here as well. Thank you to everybody tuning in. Hopefully you're all having a fantastic day. We didn't see anything happening right there, so it's got to be a stage. 16 of 80. They're going to be rolling back, a chance for pit road action. And big special thank you to everybody out there. Let me roll the Twitch ad here. Make sure that you give me a follow. I've got to move SDK down so that way I can find a place that is stage. So stage on 15, on 30, and then a 50-lap shootout there towards the end. There's that. Make sure you give me a follow on Facebook as well. I appreciate you all. I really do. You're all amazing. Gonna miss it, Colin. Hey, you know what, Harvey? Aren't you in the Are you in the cup? Are you in the Cup Series? That's what I was kind of looking for, man. Kind of trying to see what you're doing. Let's bring all this stuff down here. Let's bring this down here. Folks, if you didn't know, yesterday I had an issue with OBS. It deleted everything. So I'm actually doing everything from scratch here again. Brian Raker, thank you for the like. Brendan Ward, thank you for the like. Harvey, thank you for the like out there as well. Thank you for all the shares out there. I appreciate you. We shared it a couple of times. Just going to run trucks, but you got all your stuff up for sale. Man, that's sad. Hold on. I hit the like. I'm going to hit the sad on that one. Just liking all the comments. Thank you all the folks out there watching on YouTube as well. Thank you for the likes. And there's my dogs. Apparently the dogs are deciding to do what they do. Thank you to everybody that followed out there on Twitch and has helped us grow there. Brian Ferry's going to be race leader here as Joe Connolly will pick up second. Who's going to take it all the way to pit road? They came in on 11th during that first caution, so that's kind of the way things are rolling for them. Jamie Haynes looking like he's going to get a few things worked on. Folks are getting stuff fixed. The things that they needed fixed on their vehicles, like the 21, he is getting some things fixed. That is Ryan Henshaw right there. TJ Hanley looking like he's going to get some of that right side damage repaired. There's Ryan back there one more time. Mike Campbell in the 71 looks like he's getting that stuff fixed. Where's James? Did James leave? James have issues? Something had to happen. I'm not quite sure. All right, well, they're all on pit road. They're working it. Brian Ferry's going to be leading, and it does look like the 99 of Conley is going to drop down to pit road here and make himself get a little extra out of the bag. Stage races here. Race information, we'll have to have them make sure I can see the next stage at 35. Thank you, folks. I appreciate you. Man, oh man. All right, we'll make sure that we're looking at our good buddy's stuff here. Let me. I'm gonna make sure I mute myself here so that way he's good to go and doesn't have to hear me. He gave me a different view. That's going to be awesome. You're going to like seeing what he's got. It's going to be amazing. Paint lights are going to be off on the pace car. Stage 1 is over now at 35. We're going to run all the way to 35, and then we'll have a stage 2 winner. They do have stage points here, and we'll keep everybody updated all season long about points and what they're doing. It's going to be a ton of fun. 90-17, the 18, and the 1 of Cody Mckinney will be there to the end. Misfire Inc. What you got on the side of that truck there, Cody? I like it. Joey McKinney's going to be there to the inside. The Broughton's Kennels. Did he run that one last season? I do believe he did. There's Dustin Slover there in the number 14 truck on the high side. Brandon Zimmerman back in the mix. There's the number 20. We're rolling. Well, Hardy, man, I didn't know you were selling. I like the Crown Royal. I like the Crown Royal family. That's for sure. Oh man. Thank you to everybody out there having fun. Let's keep it rolling. Pace car dives in. And guess what? We're going to go back to it here. Whoop. Green flag wins. Don't stop. Shifting through the gears. Turn 2. Until you get to turn 2. Most of the drivers going to be up to speed on the exit of 2. That's usually the way it works, and you're going to watch the outside lane start to lose and fade right here, but watch this backstretch. Watch the run down the backstretch. Ton of speed. The 1 hooked up with the 17 is going to be rolling. And a ton of fun. 90-18 to the inside. Turn 3 and 4 to complete lap 19. And they're just killing it. High line running. 17's got the edge. The 1 right there into the front tri-oval. A group of about 10 or 12 drivers right here trying to have a good old-fashioned 2x2 time. And they're holding on. Brian Tiffany at the tail end of this pack. There's the number 7 to the inside, trying to work his way back to the front. Charlie Mosley leading the second pack here. 89-99, Jamie Haynes, Ryan Henshaw, all 4 of those drivers. If they're going to go all the way to 35, they're not really going to lose that much ground. So it's going to be a ton of fun to see. Michael Payne out front on the inside, 18, trying to get right back to him. You know, the 1 of the 18 want to hook up here. Brian Ferry, a Chevy, a slew of Fords in the mix. Second, third, and fourth, all Fords. Brian Zimmerman in a Chevy right there in the number 20 truck. You see him there to the inside. Hiller on the side of it. There's the 1 trying to hold off that back draft. The 14 of Dustin Slover. Let's ride along with him inside his cockpit view here. Here's what the body armor number 1 looks like. And right now, you don't want to give up too much of that inside lane because you'll put yourself 3 wide before you know it. The 1 of McKinney gets right to the back bumper of Michael Payne. Sometimes it's easier to tell what drivers are doing if you can see them from the third person's point of view. You don't want to push the pusher. You don't want to be pushing in a corner. We watched what happened with that yesterday. And we also watched what happened with that with the with actual NASCAR and what they do with that. It's crazy to see. Man, oh man, here's what it is. The 1 of the 17 had cleared the 90, but the 90 was able to edge back to the inside, so that's what we're looking at. There's the 27 of James Mandarin. I do like, hey, James, hopefully you're having a phenomenal day. He's usually in the chat, either before the race or after the race. Either way, it doesn't really matter. James got a channel out there as well. Andy Monday and a Toyota. He's the first Toyota in the field. Next Toyota is going to be TJ in the 31. He's still got some damage to deal with. He's still trying to hold on to that truck. Michael Payne, no fast repairs here for the folks. I don't believe. Dang, oh dang, look at him run. All right, you want another view of what's going on with this guy? Well, I'll tell you what, we'll look at it on 35 whenever we have an opportunity. When that second caution comes out, we'll make sure, or when that competition caution comes out, we'll make sure to take a look at it. Good to see everybody out there. Thank you so much. You're all amazing. Ivrl gave us a big old share out there and a big old like. Archer gave us a like. Randy Henshaw gave us a share. Randy Henshaw Racing TV. You gotta follow that channel. Randy does a phenomenal job of getting himself out there and having a ton of fun. Thank you, Randy, for all the shares. Where are you? Are you just running the Cup Series this season? Or are you just running, or are you not? I was kind of wondering what, if you were going to run this season, or if you're just, if you're still coming back from Daytona. I think I saw that you were in Daytona, and how was the race for you? 17 the high side. There's the 90. Man, oh man, static coming up at you. Turn it up. Tell you what, it's a whole lot of shake and bake, and I helped. 17 to 1, high side, 90-18 to the inside. The one just can't clear enough to go with the 17. There's the 14 with them. High side, it goes 2 4s on the high side. Chevy. And then a Chevy, 2 4s. Chevy. Ford. Man, oh man, they're running pretty darn smooth here. Randy says he's just running the Cup Series this year. That's awesome. Oh, good, man. Now the one clears. The one says, you know what? We got to go places. And he wants to lead out front. So Cody McKinney takes over the lead here. Brian Ferry to the inside, to the backside of him. Now the 17 of Michael Payne, who's doing a phenomenal job on the high side, is going to have the 14 of Dustin Slover with him. Brian Ferry rolling. James Mandarin having a good old-fashioned slugfest in that 27. James out with the 14, shoved the 17 so far out there. Man, that was reminiscent of good old-fashioned truck series racing that we've seen before. And you know what? I wonder if the 18 just didn't get to the back bumper. There's some switching going on. Brian Ferry, 14 spots from the start of the race, carries the inside lane. And right now, there's some troubles. There's the 21 right there, 20 to the high side. They're almost 3 wide. The 90 having to get out of the gas there. Almost disaster. Brandon Zimmerman in that Chevy able to hold on. And now everybody's kind of just split up here. Brandon Zimmerman in 9th. And that pack has now deformed itself, and they're all going to have to basically get themselves back up and running. Charlie Mosley in the 89, the 99, and the 53. All three of these drivers are not going to be able to catch up that second pack. They were about 13 seconds off the pace. And right now, they're catching Brian Ferry in the 90 pretty quickly here. But he's got a little pack in front of him, so he might be able to make that work. We'll see. As right now, Ryan Henshaw picks up the back draft of these drivers. The 21 was rolling the line, and all that he did was just try to make sure that he carried the line in the same spot he held down. James and the 27, now your new race leader out in front. Cody McKinney, Michael Payne, Trevor Zalesny. There is Dustin Slover. Trevor, see, your truck is fine. I told you. There it is. Always a pleasure to see you. He's got a little scrape, but nothing too bad. He just got a little clip damage. He's going to be able to shove. That is going to be what he does. Mandarin, Payne, Slover, Monday, McKinney. And we're 29 of 86 laps before the change. Time for a vocal break. If you haven't done it, make sure that you get yourself some water. Make sure you hydrate. It's most important. Take care of yourself. Whoa, somebody's upside down, inside out. Holy cow. Whoa. Man, oh man, oh man. That was James able to get himself free of that one. Holy cow. That was insanity. I'm trying to find the one thing that we know that we absolutely need. And it is going to be here somewhere. Oh, dang it. Because I forgot to put it back in when it came to what we were doing before. So forgive me for not having this. I know that it's here. Let's take a look and see what happened. That is exactly a big factor here. That is going to have, this will take us just before, so we'll have a green white check before the stage break. Shane Tierney It's like oh man, look at that. Holy cow. It was the 19 right there. Holy goodness gravy. Man. And let's see. There it is. Yeah, get it. It's back. Helicopter award for the 19. Shane Tierney. Let's go back. We're gonna dissect this a little bit here. A little far chase view. And let's click on this, and we'll go like this. So it looks like, I don't know if James moved up or got forced up. He must have just kind of, he knew some lap traffic was going to be ahead of him. So here's the 19. 27 looked like he was just going to go up to try to avoid some lap traffic right there. And the 14 was going to go with him. Oh, the 27 got free. Oh, 71 was down low there. Whoa. That's Mike Campbell right there. Wonder if Mike was trying to go low here. I think he was. I think he was trying to get out of the way. And when he did it a little bit too soon. Oh, man, the 27 got a little bit free there because he saw that the 71 was going to give up the line. So let's do this. We're going to turn that camera right there. Here's what's going on right here. Oh, got clipped. And then a big one. And then the 19 inside out. Little rubber stamp on it. Oh, help me, Tom Cruise. Help me, Oprah Winfrey. Holy cow. All right, back to the live action. A lot of drivers to pit road to get a lot of their stuff fixed. Cody Mckinney, one of those drivers, getting some of that right side taken care of. Michael Payne and the number 17, Dustin Slover. Ryan Hinshaw on pit road again to get some stuff fixed. Unfortunate out at James, I understand, man. I saw what happened there. It's unfortunate. 19 to pit road, 31 of TJ still on pit road. It looks like he's getting a few things fixed. He's going to be pushing back out. Andy Monday is going to be your race leader. James, I want to see what James's truck looks like here when it comes to where he is at. It is Daytona, though, folks, and we know that Daytona can be a handful no matter how you look at it. And hopefully we'll see where we're going to be at the end of this race. It's curious. It's curious natures. Remember, if you haven't done so, give me a follow on Twitch. Appreciate everybody doing what you do out there. And keep it rolling forward. And remember, Facebook.com. Rolling. Keep it rolling. Let's check back in with the dude with all the sim rig stuff. And we'll see exactly kind of what he is doing here. Oh, he had a different view up for me just a little while ago. He's back at it again. Looks like he's getting that racing scene rolling here. Jack Dowel Motorsports. Got a fantastic. He said he's got 3 of them. And I tell you what, I would love just to have the experience to sit in one that felt like a real race car. Of course, I'm really tall, so that I don't know. It'd have to be a pretty big scene. Pace car is gonna dive in. That's Jack Dowel Motorsports. Randy Hinshaw out there. Much love to you, buddy. Appreciate you. Pace car starts to dive in. Makes that sharp left turn. We got the helicopter award out of the way twice. There we are. Green flag's going to wave. Little shootout to win the stage here. 10-04-37, 2018. The 7 of Brian Tiffany back there. 99 of Connolly. Brian Ferry, and the 90, 53 of Jamie Haynes. Charlie Mosley, the 89, last driver on the lead lap. And he's starting to try to catch up to the field here. Ryan Hinshaw in the 21 back out there. TJ Hanley needing that truck to look a little bit different right now, but he's getting it fixed a little at a time. 27 up high, 18 right there with him. Coming around, complete lap 34. 10 has a good run right there. Monday able to be pushed and does so with style. Lap 35 underway. And the 27 has nowhere really to go. Joey McKinney trying to make up some of that ground. Joey right there in fifth. It's going to kind of leave James by himself. All for stage points. Andy Monday leads over Trevor Zalesny. Zalesny with a little bit of left side damage, but he looks pretty darn good. He's got a little bump on the left and a little bump on the right. But that truck can still push. You don't have to lead all the laps. You just need to lead the last lap. Andy Monday comes around into the tri-oval. Battle for points. Comes down and right there. Monday is going to win that stage 2 there. Or I take that back. I think they had stage win was already done. They might have already changed that. All right. I guess we can continue to go. All right. 36 of 80 being completed now. 10, 0, 4, 20, 27, 18 of Joey McKinney. Gives himself a little bit of extra room down there. Looks like he was going to go with the 27. Got a little bit of the bumper of the 27 there. Give him a little bit of a squirrely bump. All good in the hood, though. They are rolling. Brian Tiffany, Brian Ferry, 90 right there in the mix. TCR Jamie Haynes able to roll out of that corner. Look at the second lane. That's pretty much where they're running. They're running about mid first lane and into the second lane. Let's go right to the right front. Here's a look at the overhead. Advanced Auto Parts camera right here. The 90. Watch where the 90 goes into the corner. Up high, drops in. What he's doing is he's utilizing the draft of the front three to gain a downward drive into the corner, but he's got to hold it down there just a little bit more. I know that he's got the draft in front of him, but you can lose the draft based on the way the three drivers work, and the 90 kind of just getting a little bit free right there. Looks like he's kind of drifting up and down the racetrack. It's right along with the 90. That's Brian Ferry right there. He's up 13 spots from the start of the race, but he's running in the middle part of the track. Some drivers coming off pit road right now. And right now, lap traffic starting to be a handful. They're all right there. There's Cody McKinney coming off pit road. Cody McKinney right now completing his 33rd lap, so he's about 4 laps down. 5 laps down according to the relative. Some of the drivers going off pace right there. They're going to stay low onto the apron. Ryan Henshaw off track, on track. Looks like he's trying to stay out of the way as well. There's Trevor Zalesny, the 18 of Joey McKinney to the outside. Mandarud right there with him. Andy Monday to the inside. Some of the drivers trying to go high. Andy looks like he's just having a good old-fashioned day. He's just having a good day. There's a Hoonigan logo on the back of this. Is from the rear view of Andy right here. We can throw up some driver information panels here. Might be able to help you know who we're clicked on. Possibly, if I can get to them. There it is, driver details. Boy. There you go. Now it works, right? Whoa, they're wrecking. Holy cow. Big shove. We're trying to watch what they were doing there and work with it. And caution will come out. Holy goodness gracious. Let's go back. Oh, man. We just we're just going to have to back it up just to see what happened here. Looked like Trevor was getting a good push right there. I think James might have gotten too much of the back bumper. Here's a look. Right. So Trevor was going to the outside out of the tri-oval. And got to square yourself up to the back bumper. So here it is. Trying to give him a push, gives him a little tap right there. The 04 gets a better run. 27 gets right to the back bumper again. Gives him a little bump. Boom, right there into the corner. Oh, he gets a little bit free. 04 comes back up the racetrack. And then just not hitting the bumper square. And then Zalesny goes around 04. Ooh, and they wreck again. Holy cow, hold on. Hold the phone here. So that's what happened. He was able to save it, kind of. So here's from... He was able to save it. And then all of a sudden, out in front of him right here, there's the 18 of Joey McKinney. And the 90, so the 90 comes back up the racetrack right there. Nice job by the drivers to avoid that. They almost were able to keep that green. 04 gets it saved. And all of a sudden, the 90 comes up and squeezes everybody together. So now the 04 has a lot of damage. Ryan Ferry. Ton right there. Who did he hit again? There's the 7. Hold on, we got to look. Everybody's going to be coming to pit road. Not a single truck here without a little. That's Joey McKinney right there. So Joey, right here. Let's take a look. So there's the 90. I think Joey was trying to come back on pit road. Come back off the track, or he's coming off of pit road. And the 90 kind of comes down. Oh, man. All right, everybody's on pit road. Connolly and Brandon Zimmerman are the drivers that are cleanest right now, so they're gonna be all right. Let's do this. Connolly, Joel Connolly here. Brandon Zimmerman, Jamie Haynes. Oh, there they are. All right, they're coming off pit road now. Let's go back. I think he kind of left himself there. We shall see. Hopefully his races went well. Thank you to Jack out there for getting himself in and kind of rolling, kind of having a good old day. Joe Connolly's going to be your race leader. The 17 of Michael Payne looking to be a free pass here. Your lucky dog was TJ Hanley. He is on pit road right now, so a chance for him to get some stuff taken care of. Let's go back, fix some cameras here. There we are. TJ is going to be looking. Oh, there's Ryan Henshaw on the 21 on pit road again. So 9 drivers on the lead lap for the time being. Make that. There's the Lesney. It's going to be staying on pit road, it does look like. So Zalesny going to be pretty much done, it looks like. Brian Tiffany done as well. Joey McKinney trying to leave pit road. The trucks that needed free passes are getting the free passes. And you hate to see the customers. So Brian Tiffany out of the race. Trevor Zalesny on pit road, still getting repaired. Joey McKinney back in the mix. Cody Mckinney getting repairs done. His truck's still on pit road at the moment. There's the 14 of Dustin Stover. McKinney back on the racetrack. So McKinney not doing too bad. He's going to be 4 laps down instead of 5 laps down. 43 of 80. Man, oh man. You hate to see anybody have any issues. Right now, we got 4 trucks to the front that look to be super fast. I think everybody's got a little bit of damage. Kind of want to take a look. Now, Connolly looks good. Let's see what Zimmerman looks like here on the outside. Zimmerman's got a little bit of right side on the front nose. There it is. He's got some damage. And Joel Connolly, free of any issues. Does look like it. Yeah, looks like the Elite Cup Racing, the ECR driver right there. It's going to be pretty good. Single file restart. How about only one truck double file right now? Green flag's going to wave. 99, 20, 10 of Monday. It's going to be right there with the 99. And everybody is kind of just doing their thing. 8 drivers on the lead lap. 36 laps to go in the race. 200 miles. And it's going to be all about Connolly here. Time to hydrate, folks. They're going to get single file. And I'm going to take a small vocal break. I'll be right back with you. I also want to fix some audio things that are going on. I'm not quite sure why iRacing's audio is not working for me here. So we will get it all figured out and do our thing. Appreciate you. fixed the audio issues. That folks had filters on the audio for the race, and I didn't need that, so I had to fix that. Plus the phone rang at the same time, so it was all kinds of fun. Brandon Zimmerman, your race leader, the number 20 out in front of James here in the 27. Looks like Andy Munday is trying to push the outside lane, a little side-by-side, side draft action. Try not to get into each other. You don't want to do that now with 30 laps left. Man, oh man, what a good race it's been. Seen some of the fun stuff, seen some of the aggressive driving, and we've seen some conservative driving, and a whole lot of trucks still trying to bide their time to race their way to the end of this race. Charlie Mosley Jr. went back into this. He's got that 89 on lock right there. Now we've got a little bit of loud volume. All right, it's a little loud. I don't want it to be that loud. Man, oh man. Mandarin out front on the outside's got the 10 with him. And the 10's going to slide down. He had a good run with the 27. Holy cow. Big game of leapfrog right now. James looks like he might have to pull a little bit of the drafter here. 3 wide into turn 1. Make it clear. 18 of Joey McKinney up high right there. Joey just trying to be competitive here. 3 laps down for him. Trevor Payne, 3 laps down as well. Every position counts for a point. Andy Munday out front. He's got a little left rear damage on that truck. The 20 has a little bit of nose scrape, and I think that's just from doing it. Vicky out there. Okay, McKinney boys, let's go. She says, let's go. I want to see it too. I want to see it. You know what I didn't do? I didn't do this. I didn't throw the alerts out there for you folks. You are all amazing. Definitely want to make sure that on your alert sheet. 27 able to be competitive on the high side right there. James Mandarud is the 99 Kool-Aid truck right behind him. Joel Connolly still looks like a clean truck right now. He's got the 53 with him. That's Jamie Haynes. And some of the clean trucks are going to be the trucks that prevail over here. Little single file run for them right now. HMG Innovations. Make sure you go to Facebook.com/HMG Innovations. Check out what they do with paints over there. Super cool stuff. I like it. I'm pretty happy. I've been able to see that kind of rock and roll for a while. Andy Munday out front. And it's like James kind of fell in line. He's going to hold that line. But now Connolly in line right there. That second little pack of 4 trucks. The 90. Brian Ferry trying to go to the high side here. Trying to make something happen. Not quite clear enough to get below the 27. And trying to make it work. Nobody wants to push too hard right now. I think they're just kind of riding. Good run, good fun. But we turn back up. A little crank it up fun stuff here. A little crank it up, crank it up, crank it up, crank it up. Boom! fun so far. Brandon Zimmerman there in second. You see the 10 out front of him. Andy Munday. 20, 27, 90. The 8 up in the mix now. Daniel Ferry trying to work on getting that truck back up, back over a couple of these drivers. Does look like he's 44 laps down, but and it might be connection issues for him. He's completing lap 13. He will be able to pass a few drivers for position here, but a chance for him to be able to compete. Nick Goebel, Tommy Schaefer out there running some of the laps. Appreciate those guys. James out of the race. It's kind of unfortunate what happened to him. There's Ryan Henshaw, one of the drivers that are 3 laps down at the moment. Trying to catch back up. There's TJ Hanley in the 31. Cody McKinney got his truck fixed. He's completing. He's about 5 laps down. It does look like he's going to have to lead this little pack around. Ryan Henshaw was trying to hold on to the tail end of that field. 17 of Michael Payne. These guys can be fast. They just have to figure some things out. When green flag pit stops come into play, that'll be a big factor here. Most of the drivers came in on lap 41. That's when the last caution happened. 21 laps to go. We'll see another green flag pit stop here very shortly. Like right now, Joel Connolly into pit road here. So is the 53 of Jamie Haynes. Charlie Mosley Jr. is going to be in as well. Ryan Ferry leading the field here. The 90. The 8 to the outside, 3 wide. The 8's just trying to get a lap here and just trying to help out. 90 kind of, I don't know what was going on there. It was curious though. Any more drivers going to come to pit road this time by? Doesn't look like it. Looks like they're all going to stay out and run as long as they can. James Manred going to be one of those drivers. Now, we had a 3-truck pack come in and out of pit road together, so they will be able to be fast together. It's going to be all about fuel, though. Most of them, I think they all took fuel. I don't know if anybody took tires. Doesn't look like they took tires. Zalesny having to have an issue. He had to jump to pit road on 49. I was curious to see what happened to him, but looks like something happened there. I don't know. 10, 20, 27. 20 laps to go in the Ivrl HMG Innovations Truck Series, and it's been a fun one. I appreciate everybody out there. If you haven't done so, smash the like, hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Hit the notification bell, let you know when we go live with all the iRacing broadcasts. We're going to focus on iRacing broadcasts specifically on YouTube, on Facebook, and of course, they're going to all the streams are going to be on Twitch. Twitch is also where I'm going to be doing all my personal gaming streams, so if you want to get out, relax, chill, have a good time, I highly recommend that you follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Signature Esports. It's /Signature Esports on everything. You follow me on Twitter. I'm not really active. I might have to hire somebody. Well, not really hire. Yeah, I would have to hire somebody for Twitter. I'm bad at Twitter. And Instagram. I have Instagram, too. I have TikTok. I have like 3 videos on TikTok. James in the 27. There's the 18 of Joey McKinney. Motor Disleco. That's the end of your day. Man, Zalesny, well, I tell you what, buddy. We'll be seeing you next week for sure. I had that pulled up. Let me pull up the Ivrl stuff because I had that schedule pulled up on the Facebook page. Let's see. Thank you, Ivrl, for doing what you... Oh, speaking of which, if you're part of the Ivrl, you want to be a part of the Pink and Ford series. So it's now the Pink and Ford Cup series. You can find them. James that was out there driving the number 43 today, he is going to be your commentator for Ivrl, and it's on YouTube. Let me put that in chat so you guys can watch that. Now, that is going to happen Thursday. Correct me if I'm wrong. I can't remember. cannot remember. I do want to pull up the schedule, though, because I want to be able to look at what we're doing next week. Las Vegas. Daytona this week. We're going to be off next week. We're going to have Las Vegas on March 7th. So that'll be the next time that you'll see us here. So we'll be off next week, and you'll see us March 7th once again for the HMG Innovation Truck Series. That is the next time that you'll hear a broadcast. It's going to be kind of cool. Let's go. What's up, man? Do you like my little joker guy out there? A whole lot of lap traffic. 4 trucks out front, or 3 trucks out front. And now it's a little 3-pack right here, trying to catch up to the other 3-pack. Brian Ferry, the 90, out there by his lonesome. Still on the lead lap. But he's going to be swallowed up here pretty soon. These 4 trucks are rolling, and right behind him, another 4 trucks. There is, it's like TJ Hanley there. As Cody Mckinney in front of him. iRacing, how are you doing? Good to see you out there. Appreciate you very much. Let's go, Trevor. I like my little joker. I actually made that. Isn't that cool? It says let's go because I screwed up one day and said let's go instead of let's go. Because somebody typed in 3 O's and I was like, let's go. What are you talking about? Good to see iRacing out there. Hopefully everybody's having a fantastic day. Got OBS to work for me. We're having some fun. And we're watching some great racing. The 10, the 20, the 27, the 99. That's going to be your top 4. They still have to come to pit road for fuel. Right now, Connolly, they are catching. And you can see it on your relative right there. 27-8 and some change. Andy and this little pack right here. They are going to need to come to pit road and realize that these 3 drivers, Connolly, Haynes, and Mosley Jr., they're catching them. Last lap for these drivers, 49.25. Almost a full second and a half better than the 10, the 20, and the 27. I don't know if they're trying to save fuel or what they're trying to do here, but dang old dang, I tell you what. It's been a good run, that's for sure. Yes, I do interview the top 3 every race, unless there's toxicity in the chat, then I don't. But that is kind of how it goes. Yes, I'll interview the top 3. It is the normality of things. Oh, man. All right. Totally a ton of fun. Well, I'll say it is. Did you guys figure out? Thank you for the hydrate out there, Trevor. I appreciate you. Did you guys figure out your format? That's going to be your big factor here. Everybody coming to pit road. Now, Connolly, Haynes, and Mosley Jr. are going to be there on the backstretch. Now, Connolly has played it smart all race. And right now, he's got a little 3-pack of Chevys that have been able to keep up and have the pace here. So we will see exactly what we do here. And Joel Connolly takes over the lead. The ECR driver is the 53 behind him. Mosley Jr. able to pick up the pace. Andy Munday, I think they stayed out just a little bit too late there. We will see exactly what kind of line they're going to be able to run. Because they didn't come out together, that's for sure. James Mandarin right there is the closest driver to Brandon Zimmerman. But Andy Munday was trying to get off of pit road as fast as possible, so he's going to get swallowed up by these three drivers behind. There is Joey McKinney. He is in 8th. TJ Hanley will be in 9th here, coming off pit road. There's the 21 right behind him, Ryan Henshaw. Henshaw, I think, still needs to come to pit road. No, he didn't. He already came to pit road in 64. 13 laps to go. The 99 out front, 14 seconds between now and gaining fast. That 3-pack. They're pulling away, and they're pulling away pretty quickly. Andy Munday, 15 and a half seconds to the race lead there to the leaders, and growing now 16 seconds. Brandon Zimmerman and company right behind him. They are closing that gap. They're going to catch him with so much speed they might actually go around him, and he may not be able to be up to speed fast enough here to really show, to really kind of like hold that thought, you know. Might pass him fast enough here that he might not be able to take on the speed, but they're going to pass him to the high side. This will work out for the 10. He'll be able to pick up some of that traffic. 10 kind of sliding up the racetrack there. Looks like the 18 is right with him. 10 will be able to be in line. Monday, Brian Ferry still off the pace. He is back here 7 seconds behind Brandon Zimmerman. There's the 20. Right there with the 27. They have a lot of time to catch up. 11 laps to go to do it. And that is going to be tough. Race leader Joel Connolly, 18 seconds to he in the second pack. Looks like they stayed up. They came in at the right time. And with 10 laps to go, they've been able to have some fun. Hydrate time, says Trevor. I'm going to hydrate, buddy. Appreciate you. Go Brandon 20 out there. Thank you very much. I appreciate all the folks out there. Thomas, thank you for the like. Robert, thank you for the like. Much love. How you doing, Mr. Gray? Tom, how you doing out there? Go Brandon. Well, you know, this is that second chance. You got drivers competing for a top 5, 3 of them right here. As a matter of fact, 20, 27, the 10, all right there. The 10 trying to put moves on the 18 here, and I don't know that they're going to be making waves or making anything happen right there. Thank you for all the likes out there on YouTube. Thank you for all the likes on Facebook. And thank you to all the folks out there on Twitch. You're all amazing. Conley, Roland, 53 right there, the 89. All 3 of these drivers, when it comes to the final lap, I'm not quite sure how it's going to work, but I don't know if anybody is going to be able to have a run. Here's the Gyrocam from the 89, third in line right here. Now, Brandon Zimmerman, James, and Andy, those top 3, they are making progress, but they went from 17 seconds to 16 seconds, 16.2 seconds back. And these top 3 are just flying. Now back to losing a little bit of ground. Brandon Zimmerman, his Gyrocam. Here's James right to the outside. Kind of makes me wonder if somebody's going to be trying to push him here. Here's a look at these. There's the 10 of Andy Monday right there in that Toyota. Trying to get to the high side. 27 is going to be right there. They're doing themselves more harm here than they are good, because they are actually losing ground now to each other. Andy Monday trying to push the 27. Andy, a little bit free back here in the draft. You got to be able to change that steering ratio, and that's something about iRacing. iRacing is all about steering ratio. and what you can do. You can see just how free the 10 is back there. He's moving around a ton, and so there's no ground to be made. He was great when he was out front, and drivers being able to line up to him, but being pushed down and being the pusher, I don't know that he's the guy that you want to be. I think the 20 is probably the driver you want to see pushing you, because the 20 and the 18 aren't even connected, and they're keeping up. Actually, they're keeping up a lot better. 27 trying to pull the draft off of the 20 here, and they're getting a little closer than I would want to be right there. Front stretch, James would be. The 20 still edges him out there. They're losing a ton of ground. 16 and some change here. Looks like they're trying to push a little bit harder, trying to make that 2x2 line run. Joe Connolly 16.4 seconds ahead. Now James on the outside, Zimmerman on the inside. Those drivers are doing what they can do. Now the 99, the 53, and the 89, they're just riding in line. They're okay. Zimmerman runs a little bit harder, has the 18. Now they're all back in line again. The 20 is going to be able to run here. 18 of Joey McKinney in 8th. Brian Ferry in the number 90. He's in 7th. He's about 14 seconds off of James Manred. And about 30 and a half seconds off the pace of the race leader. And what that looks like is that about 2/3 of the track has gone by. 15 and a half seconds to Brendan Zimmerman, Conley, Haynes, Mosley Jr. They could just cruise. 4 laps to go. This time by, it is going to be insane. Big Papa Bear 1490 giving me a follow out there on Twitch. Much love to you. Thank you. Trevor, missed you too, buddy. You're absolutely killer, man. 99.53 and the 89. And that is going to be your top 3. 3 laps to go. And they have really they had the right pit stop. They had the right speed. They had the right angle. Let's just make sure they had enough fuel. They should have had enough fuel. It should have come down to, let's see, 7, 8 seconds. They all had enough fuel. Some of these drivers took right side tires. Andy Munday got around James Manred. And right now, this is all going to be about that shove. 18 shove in the 20. Brandon Zimmerman in 4th here. Andy Munday trying to have a top 5 kind of night. He's only got 2 other drivers around him, so the battle for 4th is on. And the battle for the lead is going to be raging on. 2 laps to go. What a good run. It's been calm. Since the wrecks took a lot of the trucks out, it has really shoved the stretch of the race on. Conley, Haynes, Mosley Jr., Brandon Zimmerman, Andy Munday, James Manred, and Brian Ferry. Joey McKinney in the 8th spot. Ryan Henshaw. Looks like there's a battle going on right here. He goes around the 31 of TJ Handley. Michael Payne in the mix up here right behind Cody McKinney. Cody McKinney has been leading his pack around for a minute. So we don't want to forget about those drivers. But right here, white flag's going to wave. This time by. And, of course, big thank you to the HMG Innovations Ivrl Truck Series. What's good, Anthony? Good to see you. Hey, your package is in the mail. Of course, today was President's Day, but your package is in the mail, my friend. That was Daytona. Everybody I know went to Daytona. 99, 89, 53, the outside lane. Mosley trying to carry. But I tell you what, Joe Conley getting himself a little bit out further. You're still sweet, dude. And the draft is going to work for him. Look at the drivers in front of him. Conley pulls the draft with the drivers in front of him. And right now, the 2 drivers behind him still trying to catch up. Who's going to be able to make it work? I tell you what, they're not going to. Inside, 89 wins it. Charlie Mosley Jr. with the run of a century. To the outside he goes. With the help of J.B. Haynes. Hold the phone here. Little quarter speed. Watch this. I'm going to slow it down right about here. Oh, man, by a nothing. Hold on. Oh, no, there's a better angle. There's got to be a better angle. Watch that right there. The run he got off the corner. Look at that. Out of 4, they needed a run. The 99 had a great run right there with the draft. He just didn't have any draft by the back end. Connolly and Haynes worked together. I'm sorry, Mosley and Haynes worked together. Jamie Haynes still finished third, but he was able to help with the draft get Charlie Mosley Jr. around to win this race. And man, nothing to be mad about there. What a good little run. Holy cow. Daytona, a time to celebrate. There is your HMG Innovations 2022 season opener. Daytona 200. Oh, man, what a win. What a win for them. They all worked together. 89 just had a heck of a run there. Or if they're trying to bumper nose to bumper here and do a team burnout. There it is. Daytona's a hard place to do this burnout. Good run. Congratulations to Charlie. Let's go over the race results now that iRacing has looped them up for us. Connolly, Zimmerman, McKinney. That is that is not right. Is that your qualifying order? There it is. All right, let's fix that. Holy cow. Facebook.com/HMG Innovations. Make sure you go check them out. Charlie Mosley Jr. is going to be your race winner here. The Southern Canadian Racing Team all finishes 1, 2, 3. So all teammates all came in together. They all finished together. What a great little race. Joel Connolly, Jamie Haynes. That'll be your top 3. Brandon Zimmerman will finish in 4th. He led that second lap. Andy Munday will finish 5th. And does look like James Mandarin will finish 6th. Brian Ferry finishes 7th. Cody McKinney finishes 8th. TJ Hanley 9th. Ryan Hinshaw squeaks out of top 10 there. Finishes 4 laps down. Payne. Cody McKinney. I'm sorry, he finishes 3 laps down. He was right there with everybody. Ryan Hinshaw. I'm sorry. Michael Payne. Ryan Hinshaw, 3 laps down. Michael Payne, 4 laps down. Cody McKinney, 5 laps down there in 12th. Trevor Zalesny finishes in 13th. Dustin Stover, 14th. Brian Tiffany in 15th. Daniel Ferry will finish in 16th. And then it does look like Shane Tierney will finish in 17th. Mike Campbell in 18th. James C. finished in 19th. Thank you to Nick. Thank you to Tommy Schaefer out there running the numbers for us. Appreciate you being admins and making sure that everybody is taken care of. Let's big special thank you also to our good friend. Sorry, I'm clicking things and I'm trying to make sure that I've got everything up, like logos and stuff. Jack Dowel, do you see it right there? Jack Dowel Motorsports. Thank you for him for being, he and his family for being the grand marshals, and of course to everybody else out there. Much love to you for doing what you do. Let's talk to some of these drivers real quick as I get them taken care of. Let's you know what? We'll just talk to every single one of them because they're all teammates and there's no hidden story here. Charlie Mosley Jr., your race winner, the number 89. Congratulations, Charlie. What a run there at the end. He had the lap traffic. We thought he was going to pull away. Thought he was going to have that couple of seconds. But you and Jamie, you made it work, and you passed him right there at the line.
Man, I'm going to tell you what. If I pass out right now because I was holding my breath the whole time, I was just doing what I could. I seen Jamie go high there a little bit, try to get a run so I can get around him, and then hopefully I can get him to push me a little bit. And then the lap cars worked out because Joel got bogged down some. And y'all was calling Joel as a winner, and I was like, no, I'm telling you, I passed him. He wins too much.
I thought for sure that he had out of 4, he had about a half-second lead And the next thing I know, at the line, I was like, oh, he looks like he's going to win it. And then, boom, I see you at the line. I'm like, man, you know what? Never mind. Look at that. Look at that right there. iRacing had to catch me off guard with the relative there, too. And I was like, no, Charlie won that one. I watched it happen. So, man, oh, man, what a great finish for the end there. Teammates kind of battling it out. It just seemed like there were some cautions. Of course, it's Daytona. It's going to happen. A lot of drivers out of the field. But you guys came to pit road 2 laps or 3 laps prior to anybody else, and that was the strategy. I mean, you've got 12 seconds basically over the rest of the field.
Yes, sir. We was talking about that for, several laps, trying to plan it out. I was worried about getting on pit road and, kind of screwing up or something, and everything worked out good, and we came out and knew that we had to push real hard, and once we seen I had that big old gap, then was kind of talking between all of us when it come down to the white flag. We was going to see who was going to win it, and just so happened it worked out. I got me a win finally. Ain't but like my 3rd or 4th win on iRacing. So
I tell you what, a win and you lock yourself into the playoffs. Points are not really a factor now. That's going to be a big factor here as well. It's just interesting to see how it worked out, and just big congratulations. And I like the excitement. I like that last lap pass. It was a ton of fun to watch. Give you shout outs out there, Charlie. Congratulations once again, my man. I appreciate you.
Man, I appreciate it very much. I enjoyed it. I just want to say thank you to Joel and Jamie, man. You can't have better teammates than that, because we was talking about, running there at the end. I told them if they was going to try to give up on me, I was going to wreck both of them. But obviously, we tried to run it to the end as close as it was. So I appreciate y'all. I appreciate what y'all do, and enjoyed it.
It's going to be a ton of fun. Go back and watch your race when I had to slow it back down just to show it, and found the right spot as well. That was awesome. Great race, and I look forward to seeing you March 7th.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Thank y'all.
Always. Joe Connolly's going to finish second, and you led a ton of that last part of the race. And I was talking about you throughout the race. I was like, you guys kind of seem like you're kind of playing it safe, and it seemed like that was exactly what not only saved your truck, but it saved you guys' strategy to be able to work out at the end.
Yeah, we went into a plan at the start of the race just to get through the 2 stages without any damage, and then see what we had at the end there, and it worked out really good. Jamie made a call. We were going to come down pit road a few laps earlier, and that gave us a good gap. So really happy that I outran Jamie. That always feels good. Happy that Charlie got a win. So yeah, it was great race.
See, he won the race by 2/100ths of a second, basically, and that was not that much. I think if they were a little closer out of 3 and 4, I still think that you win this race. But for the most part, what I saw out of that turn was that the draft was helping you, but you had nobody help you, nobody behind you that close enough to really take advantage of that out of 3 and 4. Is that kind of what happened there on the front stretch? I know that you were catching them pretty quick, catching the lap traffic pretty quick, but at that particular point, I probably would have wrecked him at the end.
Yeah. We were just kind of talking, and I saw that Jamie had backed up, and I was like, oh no, I'm in trouble. But I could feel the RPMs going up in the truck, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to stay in it. And as I got to the line, it was like run through the lap cars or take a right and pull a Cindric. And I was like, I'm not going to do that to teammates. We've had a good race. So I'm super happy with how it ended up. A good finish always looks good.
I'm still running through not teammates, through lap traffic. Not my teammates maybe, but I'm probably still running through lap traffic. And I say that with a grain of salt. I would never do that. Everybody knows that I'm probably the most conservative racer out there. It's awful. That's what my iRating reflects. Joel, it was a great race to watch. I see the Kool-Aid truck out there, and now I know I've got new drivers here to look at through the IVRL series as far as the truck series. So it's good to have fresh faces. I see some familiar faces in the series, but gentlemen, it was fun. Joel, give your shout outs out there. Congratulations on a P2 finish here, and your team finishes 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, man. Thank you guys so much. I saw a couple of the Xbox guys I knew on here, and excited to finally be racing with you guys. And, thanks for the call and thanks for the race for sure.
Always a ton of fun. 99 of Joe Connolly finishes in second, and then Jamie apparently wins all the time. Jamie, walk me through this race and the end of it here.
I mean, we just, through the whole race, we just had a plan working together, trying to stay alive and be around. And just guys in front of us were calling out they were going to pit on a certain lap, and we just kind of made a split-second decision. You know, why don't we just pit a little earlier than them and get away from them? And I mean, when we came back out, we were 17, 18 seconds ahead, and it was just, we were just kind of riding, hoping for no cautions, and it worked out.
They needed 6 cars to basically be able to try to catch you with as much time as you had when they had to come to pit road. I'm surprised that they didn't come to pit road shortly after that, because we know that super speedway, once you get in, you put a little weight in the back of those trucks, especially the trucks. Maybe not the Xfinity cars, maybe not the A class, but especially in the trucks, you put a little weight in the back of those trucks, it sets them down and they run faster.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And we all felt like the pack was slowing down a little bit anyways, and that helped with our decision of, you know, why don't we just get away from this and see what we can do with the 3 of us and just let them eat for a few laps and see where we come out at. So I'm just glad it worked out. I mean, you know, I always love running with my buddies.
You get to run with your friends, you get to run with your team, and when you finish 1, 2, 3, that's not a bad day. Good points day for everybody as well. Jamie, congratulations on a P3 finish. Give some shout outs out there, man.
Just to to my teammates Charlie and Joel and our couple other teammates, Adam, Keith, and Doug. Just, you know, having fun.
It's always a ton of fun. I'm a fan of iRacing, or I wouldn't have been doing this for as long as I have now. And I tell you what, you're gonna go from super speedway racing to Las Vegas here on March 7th. Totally different track, totally different style, and I'm curious to see what everybody's gonna do. Las Vegas, one of my favorite tracks, and it runs high in the trucks.
Yes, it does. You hold it on the high line and let it eat usually. So see how well the tires hold up.
I tell you what, tires are going to be a big factor, and congratulations to you and your team, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Really appreciate it.
Always a ton of fun for everybody. Happy Monday to everybody. I'm glad to be back with the IVRL. James, it was a race. It was a race. Anthony's going to be home on Saturday. Anthony, I look forward to seeing you back in the mix out there. Folks, you have all been great. It's always good to see you. I look forward to seeing you here. They're gonna be off for a week, and they're gonna come back on March 7th, according to the schedule that I saw on Facebook. You can join their Facebook group, the IVRL. You look for IVRL in on Facebook. Just type it in the chat, and you'll be able to see it. Go join that. Be a part of the community. Thank you to everybody out there for doing what you do. Much love and appreciation. I look forward to seeing you guys very soon. And of course, and always, if I don't see you, I hope that you go out there, you give somebody, give some support, give some love. Remember, mental health is the number one focus for all of us over here at Signature Esports, and my personal focus. Probably going to take a little bit of time, and I'll be back on here in an hour or so, probably just on Twitch. And we're going to be doing some game design. Thank you to iRacing for doing what you do. Thank you, James, for doing what you guys do. Thank you to everybody for doing what you do. You're all amazing. It's just fun to be back tomorrow night with the NECRL NASCAR East Coast Racing League. Some more fun. 7 days a week, broadcasting 7 days a week. 8 races over 7 days a week. It's gonna be fun. Thank you, everybody. Congratulations to Charlie Mosley for winning the HMG Innovation season opener here at Daytona, and thank you to iRacing for being the platform for all sim racing. Much love. We'll see you in the next one.